Aloha, Silver Tubers. It's Mr. Zeke coming to you from the Silver Pouring Bench. Gonna do a little bit of Sunday morning pouring. Just wanted to say hi. I know the torch is kind of loud. I'm heating up the bar mold. Give you a little preview of what's laying around on the bench. Lots of fun stuff. And we shall be back shortly at the pouring bench. That little 1/4 ounce bar. It's so cute. Alright, see you in a second. And it's Sunday morning. We're back over at the actual pouring bench. I've got some bars and stuff to pour, so I thought I'd bring you guys along. Got this mold nice and hot. This is going to be a 2.5 ounce pour, a 2.5 ounce bar. So let's let the silver flow. This mold should be good and hot enough. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. It's got some high ridges, high points. I recharge the crucible with 5 ounces. 5 ounces of rounds that weigh just a hair over 5 ounces before we have a look at this other bar. Got several different pours I have to do for several different people. So we'll throw that 5 ounces in the furnace. And we'll dump this 2.5 ounce bar. Looks like we got a little bit of schmutz to clean off in the furnace. Yeah, that'll clean up. That'll clean up nicely. Meanwhile, I'll put the 5 ounce bar mold back under the torch. Keep it lukewarm. It's warmed up here a little bit, and so that's nice. Pours a little bit nicer when it's warm, or rather just a little different character to the pours. So we'll be back with the 5 ounce pour. Right, now we're going to use the same mold. We're going to pour 5 ounces in it. See, I'm going to leave the torch on it to suck away a little bit of the oxygen that might reside on the surface of the silver. Here we go. Nice. Nice. Really glassy finish to the top of that bar. See the glassy finish on the top of that bar. That's a pretty pour. I'm going to set that off to the side because I've been requested to do a 2 ounce Tree of Life. And I'm not sure. Oh, this mold is toast. I'm going to have to use a different mold. I just had it laid out. I'm just going to find it. Here it is. Right, where you going? Here it is right here. The other one I have of these is fried. So let's put that right underneath the torch, warm it up a little bit. I'm going to shut the camera down because I want it to, I got to crank the torch up to get this nice and warm. So I will be back. And we're back here on Sunday morning, doing a little bit of pouring. Now we're going to do the 2 ounce Tree of Life. I don't know if 2 ounces will fill this mold, but we're certainly going to give it a whirl. Got the silver nice and hot, got the mold good and cooking. Yeah, I was wondering about that. 2 ounces, it takes about 2.5 ounces, I think, to get that mold full. So I'm gonna have to add a 1/2 ounce to that silver to get at least a full Tree of Life, because the smaller Tree of Life mold bit the dust. It bitted the dust. Luckily for me, I've got this 1/2 ounce of silver right here. Wee-hee! So, I'm going to toss that in there. And we'll be back in just a second. See if we can pull off a full Tree of Life pour. Hope everybody's having a good, peaceful Sunday. Alright, Silver Tubers, it's Mr. Zeke. We're going to attempt that Tree of Life again. I added a 1/2 ounce of silver to the crucible. Mold is good and hot. Silver is good and liquid. So let's see if we can fill this tree in. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That should have some nice character on the back. Nice character. And we'll be back for one more pour. Man, look at that mold just glow. I'm gonna set that off to the side because I don't want to drop it out until it's completely cool. So we'll be back in just a second with another bar, chunky bar. All right, and we're back for the last pour of the morning. I'm gonna turn the torch down just a little bit. I just wanted to get that cavity nice and warm before I put the silver in it. I'm going to pour in it from the side. It's a little difficult with this large crucible. And let's see here. See if we can get all the silver to settle in that. Oh yeah. Let the torch have its way. The top of that bar. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I think we might be onto something there. Turn the furnace down. So I'm going to go ahead and tumble these and stamp them, and then we'll come back and look at them when they're completely done. So we will be back a little bit later. That one too came out with a nice mirrored finish on top. A little bit of a personality to it. So I'll be back after the tumbling is done. Tumbling and stamping. So hang tight. Alright, Sunday morning Silver Tubers, the conclusion of the 3 pours. We'll start with the Tree of Life. Large 2.5 troy ounce Tree of Life round. Light stamped tree. You have to be very careful with these because they're not real thick. But it came out to 2.5 ounces troy, and it got some definite character on the back. Pretty happy with that. Nice rim. It was supposed to be 2 ounces, but 2 ounces wouldn't quite fill the mold. Probably throw it in for one more tumbling, one more polishing. That's the tree. The original 2 ounce or 2.5 ounce bar came out here, and I need to finish stamping it because it's actually 2.5 ounce, not 2 ounce. So I just put a 0.5 to 0.5 ounces troy, but got a nice deep strike on this stamp with some interesting. It's pretty flat here, and then at this end it definitely got some cooling lines as the silver was cooling in the mold. Got some striations on the sides. And then the big chunk, the 5-ounce Troy bar, got an interesting indention. Let's see if I can get the camera to pick it up right here. It's almost like a fingernail got pressed in right there with the cooling lines. Definite striations there in this mold. The mold was semi-hot. It wasn't glowing hot, so the silver cooled in layers and strata, which is common with these bars. And then the back is pretty clean with just the 999 fine silver on the back. So that is a Sunday morning at the pouring bench. So I hope everybody enjoyed watching. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And until we meet again, Mr. Zeke from the Silver Pouring Bench. Cheers.